my cousin Susie is going to UW-Madison. My friends Victoria, Ed, and Travis, and Susie, and Jordan are all sleeping at the Capitol to protest Governor Walker's power grab against the unions. The unions have nothing to do with his imaginary deficit that he hasn't made up himself. When he came into office, he actually had a surplus. So he's just using his newfound power to try to destroy something that my grandfather worked very hard to make sure would thrive for me and for my daughter, his great-granddaughter. And I feel very strongly that unions are important. I don't think that the government and corporations can be trusted to, police themselves for what's best for the workers.
My name is Marion Swordlow. I'm a member of the United Federation of Teachers, which is the teachers union for public school teachers in New York City. What Bloomberg's trying to do is he's trying to eliminate the right of teachers to keep their jobs based on seniority if there's a layoff. And in order to do that, he is pushing the layoff of teachers. When the city has billions of dollars in reserves, he's pushing laying off teachers so that he can change the rules and lay off the most experienced teachers who make the most money. And if he can succeed in doing that, no teacher is ever going to have the courage to stand up for their rights, because they'll be afraid that as soon as there's a layoff, they're going to be the ones laid off. So it will be the end of any kind of due process rights, any kind of tenure rights. And so I think that we have to stand with the teachers and the other public employees of Wisconsin, so that when we're threatened, others will stand with us.
And if Bloomberg gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over him. We're gonna roll right over him. We're gonna roll right over him. If Bloomberg gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over him. We're gonna roll the union on. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the union on. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the union on.
I'm out here to support Wisconsin, and also in connection with what's happening in the federal government with budget cuts. And I'm part of a union. I brought to City College.
She's hiding.
Just joined.
It's okay.
Like a month ago. And
Thank you.
I guess
how's life, Diane?
I feel inspired by Egypt because it makes me think that mass movements are possible, even in places where it seems unlikely. Even in places where there's a large middle class that's pretty comfortable for now. The idea that people can turn out and organize, and it's really inspiring. And I also think that I guess labor hasn't been a very trendy cause, and I think it has to become. I mean, it's one of the most powerful ways we have to organize ourselves, and so it's really exciting to see so many people out here.
So my name is Elena, and I'm a public health educator, and I'm here because I'm totally inspired by the struggle that's going on in Wisconsin. I was laid off by the city in August. My program was eliminated in a round of city budget cuts, and at the age of 64 years old, I was faced with what to do about work. And there was no outcry, and we were completely passive in the face of this, what seemed like these very inevitable budget cuts. And so I just feel very inspired by what's happening in Wisconsin. It's kind of reactivated my own sense of outrage about what happened to me. And I'm here today because I wanted to give them a shout out and say, that New York City and Brooklyn stands with them.
How are you?
I'm here because the working class built this country and made it what it is today. And now they're trying to completely crush us into non-existence with taxes and with union busting. And I think it's completely un-American and wrong. And the politicians that are in pockets of the big business need to really wake up before they're voted out of office. Because if you don't stand with us, we're going to vote you out. That's it.
Union yes! Walker no! Union yes! Walker no! Union yes! Walker no! Union yes!
Walker, no!
Union yes! Walker no! Union yes! Walker no! Union yes! Walker no! Union yes! Walker no! Union yes! Walker no!
Wanna be free? Just take a tip from me. Join our cause, one bad governors, unionize for democracy. With this fire, we grannies all admire. We're out the hell will overwhelm the corporate empire. Oh, you can't scare our Wisconsin workers. We're sticking with the workers. We're sticking with the unions. And you can't scare us. We need good wages. Unfair rules enrage us. Make it fair for all.